of the accident. So what I was told is, like, obviously we left New York City and I was getting way too tired. I was like, we're not driving to Boston. I was like, let's drive it to Springfield. It'll save us time, especially we're already backed up in time. So what happened is we ended up. She was like, yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it. What was told to me through my husband and through my mom and family members is I called them up saying that I was way too tired to drive. I ended up trying to sit on, pull over on one of those rest stops, but apparently there was shady people, and I just didn't feel comfortable. It's my friend and I, we're both girls, so I didn't feel comfortable, so we kept on going. The next thing I know, um, my husband also said that I called him probably like about 1 in the morning and was like, babe, I'm so tired. And he kind of knew. He was like, no, babe, it's okay. Like, you're almost home. Like, don't worry about it and everything. And he was like, from that, I knew something bad was going to happen. All I can remember is my friend screaming, slam on the brakes, and I said I was. The next thing I know, we're supposed to be going this way. The car turns to the other way, and my friend gets out of the car. She's trying to look for someone to stop somebody to be like, help us, help us. Like, oh my God, like we just got into a really bad accident. So what happened was she comes back to the car and was like, nobody's stopping. It's 2, 3 in the morning by now. We're in Connecticut. And afterwards, she went back. She seen what happened, and she went back, and I heard her talking to someone. I'm in the driver's seat. I tried to move over to the passenger seat. I could have sworn I did. I moved my right leg over, and then I go to move my left leg, and I'm like, what the hell? Why isn't it moving? Why isn't it moving? Like, WTF? Like, what is going on? I look down. I literally seen my whole bone right here. This whole bone. I seen it. I seen the blood. And from right there on, I knew I lost my leg. I was like, are you kidding me? Then I heard my friend talking to a female be like, yeah, we seen what happened to you girls on the accident. We're calling 911. Don't worry about it. Once I heard that, I blacked out. The next thing I remember is waking up in a hospital bed. What I remember is being in a hospital bed. It's really dark in there. And there was a nurse on the side. She was like reading a book or something. And I look up. I was like, did I lose my leg? She's like, you did. I'm like, okay. And I went back to sleep. So 2 things. First, I think I didn't become depressed because when I seen my leg, I knew it right away. If I didn't see my leg like that, then I probably would have been depressed and probably would have weighed 600 pounds of whatever my cousin says, because they all would have been like, you are so positive for something that happened, so traumatic to you. Also, because like I only seen this bone, I don't understand why my limb is so short. Um, so going back, a little rewinds. So apparently, according to my friends and my family, because I did black out, I actually was talking. They had a cop did a tourniquet, and that's what saved my leg. And he asked me, is it tight? I said yes. And he was like, this really might work. Mind you, they actually stopped, the first responders stopped doing tourniquets in the fields because of limb losses and everything. But this was actually going to save my life. It was also said that there's, I want to say 8 pints of blood in you. I lost 6 pints, you guys. So I only had 2 pints in me. Another thing is, I was talking to my friend in the car the whole entire time. Don't ask me what I was talking about. I don't remember. When the ambulance came, it was said that I was like, okay, the ambulance is here, and I was like, oh, my mom told me when you get into an accident, you don't take a nap. When I first got into a car accident way back in the day, my mom told me 2 things. You never take a nap because you could have a concussion, and you never eat anything because you could have internal damage. So you always want to wait a couple of hours. So apparently I remembered that during my accident. So I told the ambulance, and I told my friend, and I told the cop. I was like, oh, I can't sleep at anything. But once the ambulance came, I was like, okay, I'm fine now. I'm gonna go take a nap. I don't remember that. Also, it was told to me through my uncle that apparently I've seen heaven. So my grandmother passed away before I turned 16 years old. Because my father always wanted me to have a huge, sweet 16 birthday, and she passed away before that. Apparently, I've seen her, and I've seen heaven. And apparently I said it like 5 times, according to my uncle. Don't remember that. It could be because A, I don't know whether it happened or not, or B, is I really did see it, and it's not my time to know how it looks. And God doesn't want me to know the beauty of heaven. And he also was like, oh yeah, you also was saying that you wanted to stay in heaven, but Grandma was like, no, it's not your time to, as much as it does suck in my accident, that it could have been worse. I could have probably died or lost more than just a limb. I only lost a leg. Who knows what would have happened. I did have a guardian angel. So yeah, everything happens for a reason. I have one tattoo. It's right here. It says, the scar you see today is the strength you see tomorrow. And I want to get another tattoo right here. I'm thinking on my forearm, saying everything happens for a reason. I believe it. Sometimes I feel like I have more days I believe it than others. We all have good days. We all have bad days. But yeah, that's my accident. That's my story. I currently now have a son who's 18 months. You guys seen him and a few other videos. He loves the camera. During my pregnancy, I did fall a lot, but they said that since I used to fall prior, that it was fine if I fell during my pregnancy. I just needed to learn how to fall. I couldn't land on top of my stomach, obviously. You gotta learn to, when you fall on your knees, or like fall on your side. She was teaching me different ways. Basically, during your pregnancy, what you did prior is okay. You can't change anything up. So if you're a marathon runner, you're a power lifter, you can still do that during your pregnancy. But you can't try anything new. So say you never worked out. Don't start working out during your pregnancy. Or if you never ran before, don't start doing that during your pregnancy. But your body already knows what to do. With, like, if you were a power lifter, if you were a marathon runner. I worked out even prior. Talking about working out, I actually started working out junior year of high school. I want to say a week or two right before prom. So I graduated 2003. So 2002, I started working out. I wanted to be a ever since then, I wanted to be a personal trainer. I remember my friend calling me up, being like, hey, do you want to go to the gym down the street from us? I remember like laying on the couch eating a bag of chips or something. I was literally a couch potato, you guys. I still love my chips. Tortillas and salsa is my thing. Oh my god, it's my addiction. um, but yeah, I love working out. I wanted to be a personal trainer. I kind of still do, but I just don't want to look for clients. I want clients to come to me. I'm so lazy in that aspect. I do want to work in a gym. I love it. And I do want to do a bikini competition. So those are a few things that with the gym I want to do. For my life as an amputee, I just want to help people. And I want to get my story out. And things that have saved my life, they have said, is, and you guys, surprisingly, my airbags didn't go out. So if you were like, oh, I wonder if her airbags went off, it didn't. They said that having a tourniquet helped, which they're now using again in the field, the first responders. Another thing that helped save my life is I wore seatbelts. So yeah. For people questioning, my friend's in the car, she only got black and blue on her ribs. You guys were like, what happened to her friends? I also just recently, in May of this year, graduated with a master's in psychology. So I'm currently looking for a new job. I still need to take the psychology test and everything, but yes. In the future, I want to work with teenagers in a hospital with eating disorders. I never had an eating disorder. I know a few girls who have had some, who had an eating disorder. So, yeah. That, or I want to work with like substance abuse or something. I know I've had so many friends in and out of rehab because of substance abuse, and it's just such a horrible epidemic. And the drugs that they're coming out is so much stronger, and it's not saying the original was good, but even with the original mixed with chemicals, you don't know what you're having. So it's just a bad addiction, and trying to catch that high like you did the first time, it just never happened, you guys. Just an FYI. And what else? I don't know. That's my story. You guys want to know my prosthetic? I don't know why, but everyone's like, I want to know your prosthetic. So the prosthetic I have, it's really, really short. This is my surgery. The wound wouldn't heal, so I actually had to get surgery done on it. It's my foot. So if you guys want to see the difference, yeah. So I always say it's like about a palm. This is my limb, and then so I got surgery on that, and this is my prosthetic. This one I actually had prior. I had to plug it in, and if I didn't, it would just collapse. It was horrible. It's a little big on me, but still, it has the real knee, and I'm an AK, which is an above knee. Or the figure skating, they're usually BK, which is below the knee, so they lost basically just this part of their leg. But no, I'm longer, more. I also have a flexible foot, which moves up and down. I'm not going to do it right now because I hate figuring it out, what fits perfectly to me. But it moves up and down. I can wear wedges, but even still with that, because I want to do a bikini prep, it's so sexist, and I have to wear heels. I can wear heels, but my coach says no more than 3 inches, because after that, he's like, no girl, just stop. I can't even walk perfectly, I fall still, and it's been 6 years. So for that reason, I kind of want to take a DUI test, get pulled over just to the cop to be like, I'm gonna fail. I can't even walk in a straight line. I have a prosthetic, which is always a joke to my friends, but I would never, ever, never, ever drink and drive or OUI, operating under the influence